welcome back. And welcome to our new world with our technical difficulty. We apologize for that, and we've got it going now, and hopefully we will make it through the remainder of our convocation. I want to give a shout out to all of our groups: Caddo Grove, Elder Elementary, North Joshua Elementary, Plum Creek Elementary, Staples Elementary, Nichols Middle School, Laughlin Middle School, Joshua 9th grade, and New Horizon High School. Joshua High School and our operations department, our maintenance, custodial, and grounds crews, our child nutrition department, our technology, and our central office department. I know this summer was the strangest of any we have ever had, but I hope you were able to find some time to relax. I am just glad that we are all back together again, and it is great to see cars in our campus parking lots. We have missed you greatly. This morning, I want to introduce, we have two new administrators here at Joshua ISD at the district level, at our administration office, Mr. Zoheb Hassanali, and he is taking care of making sure all of this is running as it needs to be running this morning. He is our Director of Communications and Public Relations. He has been taking care of all of our Facebook and website through all of this pandemic and done a great job. Also, we have our Chief Administrative Services Officer, Mr. Corey Hickerson, who is new, and he started in June. So you'll see these two gentlemen walking the campuses. When you see it, just introduce yourself as you see them. This morning, and well, let me tell you this, the next 2 weeks during your staff development, you're going to hear two words that you're just going to be tired of hearing by the end of the 2 weeks. And these are two new words that the state has given us: asynchronous and synchronous. And that goes along with our virtual instruction. So this morning, we are giving you convocation through a synchronous model, which is what we're doing right now live, and we're going to have an asynchronous piece throughout too. So this is our new normal of what we are living with, but we are going to tackle it and make the best of it. I want to start this morning with talking about our Education Foundation. The Joshua Education Foundation has been in existence for 11 years now. And over the past 11 years, our foundation has given back over $360,000 in grants and scholarships to teachers and students. Our foundation board members volunteer their time to give back to us. I would now like to call up Dr. Jeff Poole, the president of our foundation.
Good morning and welcome back, everyone. I'd real quickly like to mention the rest of the board members. We have our secretary, it's Brad Jones. Our treasurer is Kevin Lee. Our vice president of community relations is Angie Aronekis. Our associate vice president is Robin Marriott. Our vice president of development is Angela Wormuth. And our associate vice president is Cody Lee. Our vice president of programs, Glenda Miller. Associate is Laura Hogan, and our two associate, we have our vice president of programs, our associate directors, Joe Holleran and Linda Childers. We know this is a difficult time for all of y'all. We know it's a stressful time, so we appreciate your support, and we thought we'd put together a little something for everybody that we think will make you laugh. So I'm going to hand it over to Ms. Merrick, and God bless and stay safe.
Thank you, Dr. Poole. And right now, we have a special message from our Education Foundation Board. So I hope you enjoy this.
COVID, special. COVID, special. COVID, special. COVID, special. Wear your jeans, wear your jeans, wear your jeans. Wear your jeans, wear your jeans, wear your jeans. Wear your jeans, wear your jeans, wear your jeans.
You say you're a teacher, I say yeah. Just let the teaching come from your soul, so all your students can stay in school.
It's a brand new year.
It's called a COVID special.
Don't Don't matter if it's Tuesday.
Don't matter if it's Thursday.
It's called the COVID special.
It's called the COVID special. Gonna show you how it goes. Gonna show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself.
COVID special. Well, for this year, we are going to, the COVID special is that you get to wear jeans on Tuesdays, on Thursdays and on Tuesdays with the Education Foundation sticker. So we are expanding it for 2 days. You can purchase up to 60 stickers at $10 a sticker for 60 jean days for the entire school year. You also can choose the payroll deduction if you want to. This is an option for you to pay, option for you to pay by monthly. But I'm going to be sending out an email after the convocation with all of the details and a payroll deduction form for you. If you already submitted an early bird special form with the previous plan, you can stick with that amount. Or if you'd like, you can take a new payroll deduction form and you can fill that form out and just write on it COVID special if you want to increase the number of jean days that you would like, and then put it for payroll deduction, and your previous form will be discarded by the foundation board. So that will be going out right after the convocation, so look for that email from me. Also, don't forget about the Education Foundation Golf Tournament. We are still scheduled for October 12th. That is the Monday, we're off for Columbus Day. Please come out and support our foundation and show them our thanks for their support of us. Because remember, the Education Foundation is an organization that gives back directly to only Joshua ISD. We want to thank you, Education Foundation Board, and we want you to know that we truly appreciate you. We also greatly appreciate another very special and important board. And without this board, none of what we do would be possible. This board is our Joshua ISD School Board. I would like to take this moment to thank them on behalf of our entire staff for their commitment, for their dedication, and for their total support. We in Joshua ISD are extremely blessed to have the strong dedication and unified school board that we have in Joshua ISD. Our board is totally committed to our staff and to our students. And right now, I would like to recognize the men and women who have made all of this possible. And we have 5 of them with us this morning. 2 could not be with us, but I'm going to right now introduce you to our amazing school board. As I call their name, I'm going to ask them to come up, and then they'll all stand, and then we'll move on. First, our school board president, Mr. Ronnie Galbraith. Next, our board vice president, Ms. Myra Pruitt. Our secretary, Mr. Gene Laughlin. Ms. Nene Wilson. And Mr. Charles Hudgens. Mr. Chris Olson and Ms. Kim Henderson could not be here with us today, but we just want to thank these men and women for their continued support and for everything that they give to us. So I know that we're all not together physically, but we are in spirit. Let's just give them a round of applause for everything that they do for us. Thank you very much. Thank you. When we had to shut our schools down physically in March, our school board ensured that all of our staff remained employed and that they all continue to be paid, understanding that we may experience some cuts in state and federal funding. And I want you to know that we did experience cuts in state and federal funding. Even though we continue to feed our students through the spring and the summer, we experienced significant cuts in our federal funding for our child nutrition, in our child nutrition funds. Those cuts averaged $350,000. Our state funding was cut roughly by $681,000. And we still have not received any help, nor do we anticipate receiving any help for the increased expenses due to the COVID-19 pandemic. With the exception of $67,500 for Operation Connectivity, which was a state matching fund to purchase hotspots for our remote students without internet connectivity. On August 31st, our school board will be approving the 2020-2021 school budget. I am proud to say that they will be approving a balanced budget. And with the cuts we have received and the uncertainty with state and federal budgets, I believe this is something to be very proud of. It is very important to our school board to ensure the sustainability of our finances and to keep our district in good financial stability so that we can maintain employment for everyone and maintain a stable budget. With the uncertainty of state finances and federal finances, and with this being a legislative year, there are many unknowns about the future of our school funding. Therefore, there will be no raises this year. Our school board wants to be able to provide for all of our employees, even through the very tough times. And this decision has been made during some very, very tough times. But it is made to sustain everyone's employment and to sustain the resources to provide a highly acclaimed education for all of our students. Because of our school board and what they have provided in the past, our salary structure and schedule continues to remain very competitive in the local market. One thing that our school board was able to put into our budget, even with all of the significant cuts we're looking at and the unknowns, is that they were able to put into our budget a teledoc plan for every employee. This plan is for every employee, whether you take the district insurance or not. And what this plan does is it allows the employee and the employee's family to call a doctor free of charge for an illness and to receive a diagnosis without even going to the doctor's office. The doctor also can call in a prescription. Again, this is at no cost to any employee. And every employee is receiving this benefit this year, and this benefit is for the employee and their family. So basically, this provides free health service by phone to every employee and their family. Thank you, Joshua ISD School Board, for making sure our staff is taken care of. I want to thank our school board again for everything they do for us and for always keeping our best interest and the best interest of our students as their first and foremost priority. Let's give them another round of applause. In years past, I have stood up on the stage of the auditorium to give you my beginning of the year message. This year, we have prepared a pre-recorded video with my message, along with some of our students. So I hope you enjoy it. Hello, Joshua ISD. I am so excited to stand here and welcome all of you to the 2021 school year. I only wish it could be in person. It seems like it has been forever since we have been together as a staff. When we all left to go on spring break back on March 13th, we had no idea that our lives were about to change forever. See each other again in our work setting until today, August 14th. It's been a long time. A lot has happened since March 13th. It is almost hard to remember what life was like before COVID hit.
Not knowing what was going on was a little hard. It was easy because we didn't, as leaders, we didn't really know how to communicate to the rest of our band and how to, like, what's going to happen next, and it made everyone uneasy.
Our career as educators is very, very different now. On March 23rd, we were all forced to create and perform the unthinkable. Teachers, you were given 3 days to start creating virtual lessons and to teach your students and their parents how to respond to virtual lessons.
We had to learn from home instead of friends.
And did you like that or no?
No, not really.
I'm kind of ready to go back to school because you can only take so much of being in your room.
Since both of our parents were workers, I had to basically teach my brother at home because he didn't have anyone else. So I was balancing all my schoolwork with teaching my brother, and it was kind of complicated, but I figured it out.
You taught in ways you never dreamed possible, but you made the impossible possible. In March, our technology and curriculum department stood outside for hours on multiple days to hand out Chromebooks to our students. March through May, our department spent countless hours preparing and packaging meals, while our administrators distributed those meals to our families. Our custodians kept our buildings clean and prepared for our return. Our maintenance department maintained our buildings and delivered masks, hand sanitizers, and gloves where needed. Crew kept our grounds in the hope of a quick return. Our campus staffs prepared learning packets for students who did not have the best internet connections and distributed those packets each week from March through May. In June, our seniors from both New Horizon High School and Joshua High School were able to walk across the stage and graduate in a somewhat normal fashion.
I knew our teachers were like always behind us, like they were gonna catch us if we fell down.
Miss Paul, she helped a whole lot because she had videos ready for us, the notes, gave us the answers, helped us as much as she could.
Some of my and Mr. Grant, everything was through Google Classroom, and they put all the instructions on there. It was really nice to see how you didn't have to ask any questions. Well, even if you did have a question, they would be open and they would respond really quickly.
Yeah. We all did our part. We all provided support and understanding for one another. And together, we achieved the impossible, the unthinkable, the unattainable. We did this all together. As we face this next phase of living in a pandemic, Joshua ISD is stronger, Joshua ISD is wiser, Joshua ISD and more courageous than we ever have been before. So now, it's time for us to take flight together and move to the next steps of getting through this pandemic. In order to do that, we have to have a common focus. One focus during this time must be the health and safety of our staff. We have been working all summer to prepare health and safety protocols. These protocols can be found on our website under our Take Flight plan. Your campus administrators will be reviewing these in great detail with you during the next 2 weeks. I am urging you to please make this your #1 focus right now and help us to ensure that all of the protocols are followed faithfully. The next common focus is flexibility. It is so important during this time that we allow for flexibility. We are all under a great amount of stress right now for many reasons. Please be kind to yourself and to others, because while we think we understand the stress that others are under, we really may not. We all handle it differently. One way that I intend to be a little more flexible this year is by allowing staff to have 3 Gene/Spirit days each week for the entire school year, Wednesday, and Friday. My hope is that this one little piece of flexibility can help to relieve some stress for all of you. And if you add it up and purchase the COVID special from our Education Foundation, you could have a Gene Day every day of each week. Please allow yourself and others some flexibility through this pandemic. The third common focus, of course, is education. We cannot lose our focus on education through this pandemic. Many of our students will come back to us with gaps because of the time we have lost in the physical classroom.
I'm ready to see my friends and I'm a little nervous and a little excited.
I really just want to get back to band. Like if I have to wear a mask, that's great. I don't really care. I just want to get back to somewhat normalcy.
Our parents and students are counting on us to help them regain and to help them progress. They know that Joshua ISD has a reputation of having outstanding teachers. So let's not lose that educational focus. Our students are counting on us.
I just want to thank them for working so hard to make it good for us.
Thank you. Thank you for always being there for us. Thank you for all the videos. Thank you for all the instruction online. And thank you for making it a smooth transition.
Health and safety, flexibility, and education have to be our common focus right now. Together, Joshua ISD is wiser, Joshua ISD is braver and more courageous than we ever have been before.
I'm Blaine Merrick and I'm ready to take flight.
My name is Allison Metzger and I'm ready to take flight. I'm Preston Stammer. I'm ready to take flight.
My name's Tia Cherno. My name's Jersey. And we're ready to take.
So now, us to take flight together. Thank you and have an outstanding 2020-2021 school year. Okay, Joshua ISD, it's time for us to all take flight. It's time for us to get started. It's time for us to move forward as we begin this school year. For our students, remember safety and health for you and for our students, flexibility and education. I wish you all an outstanding year. Together, we will make it through this. We will take it one day at a time and we will address everything as it comes to us. Remember, we are wiser, we are stronger, we are braver, and we are more courageous. So together, guys, let's take flight and have a great year. Thank you.